I think the Breeders' Cup is like the World Series of horse racing.
When the Breeders' Cup Juvenile at Keeneland, you're doing it amongst like the top of the top from all over the world.
In a funny sense, it might be a bigger event than the Derby. Yeah, I would say that. That's fair.
"32 years in the making. Finally, the Breeders' Cup World Championships have come home to Keeneland Racecourse in Lexington, Kentucky."
A Breeders' Cup anywhere is really special, but doing it at a place like Keeneland in beautiful Lexington, Kentucky, where you're surrounded by all these amazing horse farms, and you know all the future runners are running around in paddocks all around the beautiful track there.
Well, Keeneland is really central to horse racing. I think if you're going to pick a racetrack that exemplified all that you want horse racing to be, you would pick Keeneland. And because it's in Kentucky and the best horses in the world, this might be arguable to some Europeans, are bred in Kentucky, it really is a very special thing being at Keeneland. We purchased Nyquist at the Fasig-Tipton sale in Florida at Gulfstream. The reason why I got excited about buying him was because I had two gentlemen who were my scouts, and one of them, Dennis O'Neill, brother of trainer Doug O'Neill, said that there were two Uncle Mo's that were in the sale that he really liked, and everyone was gaga about Uncle Mo number 1, but he really liked Uncle Mo number 2, which was Nyquist. And then my other guy, Jamie McElmont, he liked Nyquist as well. And it was very rare that the two of them would ever agree on any horse. So when they both landed on this horse, I said, yeah, probably should own him.
You know, he came into our barn very highly touted, and you know, when he walked off that van, you're like, whoa, here's a son of Uncle Mo, and just super athletic looking, and you could just tell he was special. You know, he was really a special colt from the first time we started working with him.
But we have horses on the track. We have a Breeders' Cup race coming up. It's the Ascension Jet Juvenile, and here are the current odds with Green Point Crusader, the 3-1 favorite.
Well, I was kind of surprised that he wasn't going to be the favorite, given that he was 4 for 4, and people were certainly knocking him.
His last race, even though he won it, was not particularly impressive. In fact, one of the handicappers pointed out that you could have timed the stretch run with an hourglass. But he was coming back in only 19 days from his previous race, so he might have been less than 100%. We'll know the answer to that today.
His front runner win was only by about a half a length, and there was an inquiry. You know, I watched the race a couple times, and I thought, oh, he won that a little easier than people might think. He just did enough to win. So I felt confident, but then he drew the 13 post, which going a mile and a 16th at Keeneland is not a good spot, and he went off, I think in the end, 5-1. And people said, oh, the horse doesn't want to run long, and I'm like, wait a minute, he just won a grade 1 going long. What the heck are you talking about?
But I do recall us getting an outside post, and it was a big field.
Nyquist has probably got to go from the outside just to get over and save a little ground. It should be honest, giving closers a chance.
The plan was go, go, go.
They're off in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile.
Well, he had broke slow.
He got bumped pretty hard coming out of the gate and was in kind of trouble the first turn and stuck wide. So
I would say probably the first 3 furlongs or so, I thought we were in jeopardy. I do remember thinking, oh no, this isn't going right.
It's very difficult to win Breeders' Cup races because, generally speaking, the fields are from top to bottom very high quality. You have to have things go right.
Then comes Siding Spring, Rallis, and Nyquist outside of them.
Well, he was wide the whole way, wide both turns. I have to say that down the backside, my heart kind of sank when I saw how much extra ground he was covering.
And it is Riker 3/4 of a length to the good. Unbridled outline, second as they make their way around the far turn. Cocked and Loaded now moves quickly to the outside, and Cocked and Loaded comes after front-running Riker, and they're coming to the top of the stretch with Riker turning for home in front. Cocked and Loaded, and here's Nyquist on the outside.
I think turn for home, seeing him in contention, felt very, very confident he was going to get it done.
And Nyquist has taken the lead. The undefeated Nyquist in front with 1/16 to go. And to the outside comes Swipe trying to close in. Nyquist and Swipe down to the wire. Nyquist has won. He's a champion.
I was so excited, but at the same time, you're relieved that everything, all the hard work and all your preparations and plans, came together.
There's 2 finish lines, and I think the mile and 16th is at the first finish line. And it was Victor Espinoza on the horse that ran second. You could see our jockey, Mario, thought the race was over at the wire, but Victor was still riding, so Mario kept riding for a couple more strides. Maybe he just took where the wire was, so I got a big kick out of that later.
It's so emotional, and anyone can train a good horse, and this is a good horse. I'm just very blessed.
You've trained it well. Doug, many congrats.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'd be lying if I said that, Nyquist and that whole experience at Keeneland didn't help my career and the whole career of everyone at the stables moving forward. He was definitely a game changer for sure.
He's at Darley, standing stud. Full credit to the sharp eyes of Darley, Dan Pride particularly. I went to Keeneland actually a few weeks before the Breeders' Cup. He sought me out and we made a stud deal that day.
Nyquist winning the Breeders' Cup Juvenile at Keeneland, it's got to be one of the top 10 experiences of my life in the sport. To do it at beautiful Keeneland, the setting was historic. You dream of like the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, but for him to have gone into that race undefeated and the way it all unfolded was truly special.
Nyquist has won. He's a champion.